Position of adverbs. Adverbs are the words which modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. These cannot be placed just anywhere in a sentence. They have a place of their own. Here are a few rules which are usually followed in positioning adverbs in sentences. First, when an adverb modifies an adjective or another adverb, it is placed immediately before the adjective or the adverb it qualifies as. First, the apple is very sweet. Sweet, adjective. Second, she escaped quite cleverly. Cleverly, adverb. Second, adverbs of manner. Example, slowly, carefully, beautifully, well, fast, hard. Adverbs of time. Example, now, then, today, tomorrow, next week, last Sunday. Adverbs or adverb phrases of place. Example, here, there, everywhere, on the wall, at the door are generally placed after verbs if verbs are intransitive and after the direct objects if the verbs are transitive. Subject, verb, indirect object, direct object, adverb or adverb phrase. I wrote a letter carefully. Mary comes every day. She gives the dog a bone on Sundays. He paid me the money in the shop. Third, for emphasis, adverbs of time may also be placed in the beginning of the sentence. First, we went to the park yesterday. Second, yesterday we went to the park. Fourth, adverbs of frequency, always, sometimes, often, never, frequently, etc. Adverbs of degree, almost, nearly, quite, just, etc. And sometimes adverbs of manner are placed first after the verb if the verb is, am, are, was, were, or of the form to be. First, he is often absent from the practical classes. Second, we were quite in time for the movie. Second, between the subject and the verb if the verb consists of one word. First, he never comes to the school in time. Second, he secretly entered the room. Third, after the first verb if the verb consists of more than one word. First, the postman had just delivered this letter. Second, we have twice changed our car. Third, she has willingly accepted this job. Fourth, before the verbs have to and used to. First, we often had to work on holidays. Second, she always used to visit my place on Sundays. Fifth, adverbs of time, always, never, often, ever, sometimes, generally, frequently, usually, rarely, seldom, etc. are placed before the verbs they modify. He always speaks the truth. She sometimes feels depressed. He never does anybody wrong. We frequently visited her. She often visits us. We usually have breakfast at 8. Nothing ever happens by chance. She seldom makes mistakes. Sixth, whenever enough is used as an adverb, it is placed after the word that it modifies, but if enough is used as an adjective, it can be placed before or after the noun it qualifies. First, she is rich enough to buy a bungalow, adverb. Second, he acted wisely enough to win praise, adverb. Third, there is enough food for everybody, adjective. Fourth, there is food enough for everybody, adjective. Seventh, only needs a careful handling regarding its position. In theory, it is placed next to the word it applies. It is put before a verb, an adjective and adverb. It is put either before or after the noun and pronoun. First, I only asked for a piece of paper, before verb asked. Second, I have only one coat, before adjective one. Third, I have one coat only. After noun, coat. But in spoken English, only is sometimes put before the verb for emphasis. I only have a coat. Before verb, have. Notice how in the following sentences the meaning changes on changing the position of the word only. First, only he helps his friend with money. That is, he and nobody else in an emphatic sentence. Second, he only helped his friend with money. That is, merely. Third, he helped only his friend with money. That is, his friend and no one else. Fourth, he helped his friend only with money. That is, with money and in no other way. Fifth, he helped his friend with money only to buy a car. That is, for buying a car and for no other purpose. Eighth, when there are two or more adverbs after a verb and its objects, the normal order is manner, place, time. First, she acted well, manner, on the stage, place, this evening, time. Second, the train arrived at the platform, place, at 5 p.m., time.